Hey everyone, welcome to Zona Azul Yoga with yours truly, Sir HexALot for CR Zona Azul. Today we've got a really fun flow. We're going to work on upper back flexibility and variations on Goddess Pose. This is going to be coffee break style, and I'll do my best to keep it faster than usual. We are at beautiful Islamorada, where we do this crazy run on a railroad track that goes across the ocean. So that's a lot of fun and getting ready for it. And you can hear connecting with nature out in the background. So let's start in child's pose. Come down onto your mat, toes touch, knees mats width apart. Send your arms out in front as much as you can. Relax back on the heels. Take deep breaths, focusing on transverse abdominal engage on every exhale. Real deep, 3 rounds. Inhale, engage, exhale. Inhale, engage, exhale. Really feel it with every movement, everything that we do, feel. Inhale, longest, deepest exhale. Take a second to lengthen in the spine, lengthen in the neck. All right, now come up to your elbows. Reposition your knees a little bit closer to each other, just underneath the hips, not coming too close. And then we're gonna have the hips right over the knees. And then we're gonna extend the arms out even farther and drop the shoulders for puppy pose. Really open up. 2 breaths here. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. All right, come out nice and slow. You can come down to your elbows. Now we're gonna go into wide-legged fold. So let's try to get a 90-degree angle between our heels and our crotch. Got the short shorts of golden palms on. Now when we're here, we want to get on top of the sits bones. We got the pelvic girdle, tailbone, spine, nice and tall up through the center. Lift up through the sternum, pull your head back on top of your shoulders, the clavicle. Open the air passageway. Now let's keep the back flat and let's do a forward fold. Just bring the shoulders forward a little bit. You might not go far. Lengthen in the neck. 2 breaths. Inhale. Exhale. Now we're going to do the reach forward and allow the rounding in the back. Reach. Still push down through the bottom of the hip girdle, those sits bones. 2 breaths. Inhale. Exhale. Come back up. Now, we're going to fold forward. You can bend into the knee a little bit over the right leg, head to knee. 2 breaths. Now straighten your leg a little bit for that last breath. Deepen. Exhale. Now let's come over to the other leg, bring a little bend into it. Stretch out over, head to knee. 2 breaths. The last breath, straighten your leg a little bit. Exhale. Good job. Come back up to center. Now, let's take a stretch to the forward one more time. Let's try flat back. Really focus on those sit bones in your butt. Push backwards down from them. So a little farther. Maybe you're only 2 millimeters farther. The intense feeling in your legs or your hips Allow the feeling to be. Tune into it. It might be intense. Inhale. Exhale. Come back. Coming back to the right side. We're going to orient the right shoulder to the right knee. We're going to drop the right elbow and the right shoulder. Left hand, sunrise, sunset. Lengthen the right side body. 2 breaths. Inhale. Exhale. Slow and controlled. Come back up. Now we're going to orient the left shoulder to the left knee. So reposition yourself so you got a nice straight spinal column up and down. Drop that left elbow, drop the left shoulder. Moonrise to moonset. To the left side. Inhale. Exhale. Slow and controlled, come back up to center. Now we're going to bring the right heel in. We're going to fold one more time. Knee bent. Inhale. Exhale. Send your right leg out. Bring your left heel in. A little bit of a bend. And hands along the leg, head to knee. A really deep stretch. Inhale. Exhale. Now coming back up. Bring the left knee upright and take your left hand behind, right elbow outside, left thigh. Turn and look over your left shoulder. 4, sage pose. Inhale, exhale, come back around. Send your left leg out long, bring your right heel in, right hand out behind, sitting up nice and tall, core strong, spine long, left elbow outside, right thigh. Turn, look over the right shoulder for a nice twist. Inhale, exhale. Come back to center. Now, we're going to come around to our stomach. We're starting to work on the upper back, the main purpose of the flow. We're going to start with half bow. So, down from here, I'm going to send my left hand out in a diagonal, and then I'm going to bring my right heel in, and I'm going to reach with my right hand for my right heel. Now it's getting intense in the right quadricep and that tendon. Half bow, right side. Lifting up through the shoulder, lifting up through the neck. And let yourself feel the intensity in the right quadricep. Lift up through your chest. One more breath. Inhale. Exhale. Let go. Slow and controlled. Straighten out your left leg. Right hand comes back around. Bend into the left knee. Reach around for that left heel. Feel the intensity of the stretch. Lift up your left shoulder. Lengthen in the neck. Breathe. Now if you can even push your knee far away from the hip. And that may give you more. See if you can lift a little bit if you've got it. Half bow left side. Exhale. All right, now come back down. Send your legs out. And just breathe for a second. Really lengthen the spine, lengthen the neck. Send your knees far away from your hips. One more breath. Make a deep exhale. Inhale. Engage the core. Deep exhale. Now we're going to go for it. Bend both knees. Bring both heels up. Lift your shoulders up. Bring your hands back. Grab both heels and lift. Lift those knees. Lift those quads. 4 breaths. 2. Inhale. Exhale. Full bow. Great job, great job. Come back up to your knees. Let's come back to child's pose. Toes touch. Knees mats width apart. Two more breaths. Lengthen. Inhale. Exhale. All right. Let's come to standing position. Now we're going to get our inner thighs ready. So I'm positioning my heels wider than my hips, just a little bit. And then we are going to come down into goddess pose, sending the knees wide, shoulders above the hips. It's okay if you lean forward a little bit. Now we're going to press up and we're going to rise onto our toes. So it's like a wide-legged Hastasana. Press and up. Exhale. Coming back down. 2 more times. Engage the core and press. Drive through the heels. And lift up. Exhale, come back down. Kind of exhale up and down. Last one. Let's do your best. All on the toes. Engage that core. Exhale. Great job. Now we're going to come back and do a standing wide-legged fold. So orient the feet forward. Or not so oriented to the sideways for the goddess. And reach down. Let your head hang. Now come over to your right heel, head to right knee. And exhale, come back to the middle. Maybe you can bend a little lower, but you're hinging from the hip, not your back. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, head to left knee. And now let's walk the fingers out, half forward fold. Draw those shoulders away from the hips. Now get your balance. Core strong, spine long. Hands on the hips. Now see if you can get your palms to interlace behind your back. Drop your shoulders. For seal arms and breathe. One more breath. Inhale, exhale. Come back down. Now, we got one more upper back exercise. So let's just come right here into a yogi squat. Adjust your heels, the balls of your feet, to where you're going to come into a squat easily. Check your balance left and right. Check your positioning of your femurs and your knees and your ankles. And if you feel it, you can just drop onto your butt. Otherwise, you can use your hands. Boop! So graceful. We'll have some other classes devoted to work like that. Now we're going to do camel. So, coming back onto the knees directly under the hips. We're on the tops of our feet, so the toes are not tucked. Positioning the front of the hips forward. Make sure you're balanced left and right. Ideally, each of your knees can carry your weight. Now, just like we did with the bow, we did half bow and then full bow. Here we go. Reach back, drop that left shoulder, touch that left heel, lift up through the front hip point, lift up through the left rib cage, look over the high point from the shoulder, 2 more breaths. Inhale, exhale. Come back to center for the right side. Ready? Checking my position. Right hand, looking for that right heel. Lift up from the right shoulder, lift up from that front right hip point. One more breath. Inhale, exhale. All right, now we're going for it. Going for the full bow. So, all that matters is that your hands hang behind you and you let your head hang back if you're in control. So hands up, looking for those heels. Hips point forward. Get those hips forward. 2 breaths. Inhale, exhale. Great job, everybody. That was the most intense part. Now we're going to gradually calm down. So let's come back into our wide-legged goddess. Maybe the thighs are parallel to the floor. Ready? And rotate to the right. Hold. Come back to center and rotate to the left. And hold. And come back to center. Now, stretch out. Extend the left side body. You can use your elbow on your thigh. Exhale. Come back to center. You can use your left elbow. Right hand up. Over. Extend the right side body. Exhale. Come back to center. Palms touch. And get ready. We're going to lower all the way down. You can heel toe in. Comfortable into the squat. And drop. Now from this comfortable position, we're going to cool down and wrap it up. So lie all the way on your back. Extend your heels high for waterfall. Hands on either side of your hips. 2 more breaths. Inhale. Exhale. Now, bring your right knee to your chest. Ekapada Panasa. Exhale. Send that right leg back up. Bring your left knee to your chest. Exhale. Now, bring your knees over your hips in a 90-degree angle. Right ankle across the left knee. Wrap your hands around the left thigh. Pull your left thigh in with your right elbow to your right knee for figure 4. One more breath. Inhale and exhale. Uncross your right ankle. Bring your left ankle over to the right thigh. Bring your hands around the right thigh and press. Inhale, exhale. Uncross. Send both your legs out long. You have reached final resting pose, Savasana. Feel all the energy pool around your body, all the fresh oxygen coming into your bloodstream. And I will leave you in possession of the ocean in the sunset and say namaste. The light in me honors the light in you. Thank you so much for joining.